Hi, in this video I want to have a look at the new features available in Guns of Glory version 1.7. The most interesting new feature is the new Alliance Building Hall of Heroes. I can't really show that much about it yet. We'll make a more elaborate video on that later because my leader hasn't built that building yet. This Hall of Heroes does come with a store which we can look at. It has its own kind of credits, and for these credits you can buy materials, you can buy raw hope gemstone fragments, you can buy refining stones, you have some guard fragments that you can buy the glory banners, creation XP, intensity, gear, assault and guardian components, also the more basic materials and some other materials that you can buy, so that's quite a lot. You can get these credits by certain features from this new building, but you can also exchange, I cannot show that either yet, but if you click on the plus when the building is built, you can exchange certain items that you have and that you're not using for credits in this shop, and this is a good way to get quite some credits here and to buy things. But those credits you also need to let's see if we can, cannot show that yet. So the other thing you need the credits for, except for buying things, is holding ceremonies, and that for that you can do via that way you can get some items that are normally not so easy to acquire, such as higher level intensity gear, noble badges, airship XP, and this kind of thing. So that's quite interesting. Besides that, it has a feature that each week allows the leaders to select a type of reward, and then based on things you do anyway, like rallying and gathering from the Alliance resource building and participating in doing damage in Red Guard raids, and in the underworld monster, this kind of thing, you get points as an alliance, and you based on the amount of points you get, you can unlock various prizes, and these prizes based on the selection can be either glory banners, can be materials and steals for your lord, or it can be materials for your creation. And you can get quite a lot of that, and so that's if you are in any active alliance, you should be able to get quite some prices for that, so that's nice. That's definitely not only for spenders, and this whole building is quite interesting for everyone can benefit from that. Okay, that's it for that building. I will I'll make a separate video on it later once we have unlocked it. Another new thing is that there are now higher level beasts and Red Guard camps and underworld villains. Goes now to level 35 instead of level 30, so that's quite nice if you want to have a bit more of a challenge. Probably a lot of players have already now developed their account that much that killing, for example, level 30 beasts is very easy, so it is nice to have a bit of a higher level and have a bit of a better reward. There have been some paths added to the building trial of the Royal Expeditions. The city buildings have been extended with glory level 31 and 35. The guard, let's show something as well. We are making a video after all. There have been 2 new guards. I think the interesting one is probably this Jusak, a purple guard, purple captain, that gives some infantry damage received, which is quite a nice bonus. That already gives that as the number one. The 1-star benefit. For the rest, cavalry defense, distance damage received, of course, also a very nice one, and then troop defense and troop health, if you are able to lift it up to 5 stars, that's quite okay. The other one is a blue one, weapons master. I find it in principle less interesting, but the 2 boost cavalry damage and distance damage are actually quite nice for 3 and 4 stars. Don't think I'll be able to get there, but if you do spend or just play for a very long time, perhaps you can unlock those, and then it's also quite a nice hero guard, I should say. Yeah, what I don't really like is another new feature. There are new crests and new equipment for the creation. The crests, both the crest and equipment are only available for people that purchase, that spend real money on the game and plenty of it. And yeah, so you need to pay a lot to get those. And that's a bit of a pity, because that basically means the end for players like me who spend a little bit, or even players who spend not at all, to be able to compete in this with the creation. So far I was able to do quite well, but yeah, that's over now. If you see, for each type of crest there is now a brilliance counterpart. For example, yeah, the defense crest, the one I have, is maxed at 1505, and then you have another one that is maxed at 1956, plus has another creation armor of 160, and this is relatively a little bit, because these are already very strong. Let's, for example, look at the okay, this is 910, that was the onslaught, and that goes to 2326, so that is more than doubled. And yeah, because I think because the defense was already so strong, they haven't really increased it a lot. The original defense was already yeah, extraordinarily strong compared to the other crest. And you see that the parry damage, for example, yeah, that was quite a weak one actually. Originally didn't have that much benefit with 220, that now goes to 920, so that, yeah, so you really can benefit a lot from having those brilliance crest variations for each of the slots. But yeah, you have to spend for that. As far as I know, there's not any way to get that for free, so that's kind of a problem. Well, I don't really need to show it there, because also the equipment, the new equipment that has been introduced, so there are now an Enforce, an Executioner and an Assassin equipment sets available, but they are also only available for spenders. They are not available in the shop, which is also yeah, a pity for non-spenders or small spenders like myself. Yeah, now you have to get those pieces one by one, and they do give quite a nice bonus. If you look at the let's look at the Executioner X, for example, the attack of 475 and the natural ability of 3200, and then an attack of 223 and 909, so that is quite a huge difference for the basic one without being enhanced. What is the case that the crest slots are actually the same, so you don't benefit in that way, but yeah, you do benefit a lot from having that new material, the new equipment. There are some other new items that's also more focused on spenders, like a Mega Rally and Mega Garrison, that can be activated. I think you also have to buy those from packs via spending money, and as far as I know, there are no ways to get those yeah, without spending money. So overall, I mean, I do like the introduction of this Hall of Heroes. That is really nice. Everybody benefits from that. But for the rest, yeah, those higher levels, okay. Higher level also for various things, okay. Maybe not that important for me. And the equipment is a bit of the equipment and crest for the creation for spenders only. That's a bit of a pity. Okay, that was it. Probably in a couple of days I will make a video on the Hall of Heroes to look at it in more detail. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you have any questions or suggestions, please feel free to share.